negotiating deals.
Buying me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, stunning in this bitch, everything legit.
I want me a meal to see just
Rebels, ha ha, everything legit with Wise and Pitt. You know it's real if they said it.
You are now listening to Rebels Radio with Wise and Pitt.
Yes, sir, boy. Welcome back, man. Another episode, Everything's Legit podcast, man. Coming to you live from Rebels Radio. It's your boy Wise checking in.
With your boy Pitt. You already know. Everything's legit. We back again. Let's go.
Come on, man. We back, man. Feels good to be back, man. Feels good to be
Yes, sir.
episode, man. Feels like a good day to push the culture forward. How you feeling, bro? How's everything with you?
Feeling lovely, dog. I'm feeling great. The only thing that's, been on my mind and on my heart for this past week, or the things that happened is we did lose 1/3 of the Fat Boys, Prince Markie Dee.
Man.
So, our thoughts and, our condolences go out to his whole family. And also we got our people in Texas dealing with things that they don't usually deal with. Winter storms. You got people with no power, no water, no electricity. And so, we just got to make sure that we keep them in our thoughts also. But other than that, me personally, I'm doing incredible. Things are going good for me. How about yourself, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm straight, man. I didn't even hear that Prince Markie Dee died until this morning. And apparently I think he died last night, but it just made me think, bro, just like growing up, especially like in middle school, listening to the radio all the time. Prince Markie Dee had his own show.
Yeah,
so you used
he
to
did.
always hear him. Like we had the privilege of hearing him like every day. He's a legend. Like so, his impact was felt even down here in the South. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him and his family. I hope they can take this time to appreciate what he established. And appreciate his life. Yeah, man. And then I was talking to some of my people in Texas. Funny thing is, I was talking to one of my friends in Texas, and there's a friend of mine that I go to when I need like a different type of like ear opinion. So sent the track over and just let me know what you think about this. And the response, I didn't get a response back, right? Because before I sent that, I sent like a quick like little, how you doing? How's everything? Hope everything is good. And their response was, yeah, man, hey, we're dealing with this snowstorm. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Hey, well, by the way, let me know what you think about this. Right? So I never got a response back from it, right? So I'm like, man, why I didn't get a response back to this? So I'm thinking about it. And then I started thinking about what happened in Texas. And I go back to my text message and look at what they said to me and how I responded. And I was like, dang, I was kind of insensitive how I just did that. So I had to reach back out like, hey, I'm sorry it came off that way. It was not supposed to be like that, man. But it's the South, bro. Like, snowstorms and stuff like that. We're not accustomed to that. We're not used to that, man. So shout out to them, man. But yeah, man, other than that, bro, just happy to be here, man. Another good week. A lot of stuff happened this week. We got a lot of gifts this week, bro.
Yes, sir.
I remember I was telling you like, it was like on Wednesday, me and you was talking, and I was like, bro, just hold off, bro, just cause we still got a couple more days. We know something gonna jump off, and it's like we got a week full of stuff, bro. Man, a lot of stuff to get through. But where you want to start, bro? How you want to tip this?
I don't know. Like you said, it's so much. It's a lot going. It's a lot that happened. We can start anywhere, dog. What?
Let's start with the what I call was the funniest part of week
All
slash
right.
weekend to me was seeing Kodak
Yo,
serenade JT.
Hey, first of all, Kodak goes through his his days are like minutes for us. Like his days are probably equivalent to our minutes because if you see we about to get into the evolution that he's gone through in just 1 week. Like you said, the 14th, he was serenading JT from City Girls on Instagram Live. I mean, well, not Instagram Live, but he made an Instagram post. To me, when I first heard it, I heard it as I want JT to get on this, and he was singing like
The
what I'm
part
saying,
the
like
song.
yeah, like it was a song that he want her to get on, but whatever, because the internet gonna take it and run however way it want to go, anyways. But there was also rumors that he had a crush on Zendaya. So in that same post where he's singing, and he's like, I forgot how it went, and that's crazy because I listened to it so many times, but that just shows how much Kodak goes through in 1 week. The range of emotions and thoughts, and
The range of
just
Kodak, bro. Remember we talked about
like
last week how, hey, like, regardless of what you feel about him, bro, like, bruh, hip hop is a young man's game, right?
yeah,
Hip hop is a young man's game, right? Like, it's always been the youth run hip hop, right? When the hippity hop boys was getting old, that's when Rakim, Wu-Tang, them boys came through and snatched the reins. You know what I'm saying? And then when they started getting a little older, that's when you seen Jay-Z and them boys come through and snatch the reins. You know what I'm saying? So it's a gradual. The young boys run hip hop. Internet runs everything right now.
yeah. So
Kodak is the most polarizing hip hop figure in hip hop, and he run the internet. It doesn't get no better than Kodak right now, bro.
Bruh. This man is I don't know how he do it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back into it. So yeah, in this he's singing and he says JT, he says, or I can switch it up and say KC. And Zendaya played KC on a show called KC Undercover. I only know that because I have a teenage son and that's what he watches. I kind of think he got a crush on KC too, but he won't say it out loud. Anyways, so
He told you that?
no, I just seen him watching the show a lot, and then I kind of put two and two together. She's a very, very pretty girl. So Kodak is singing on Instagram on Valentine's Day. Of course, the internet gonna run with that. Oh, he trying to shoot a shot at JT. First of all, JT is gorgeous, so I can understand that completely. I can completely understand that.
Definitely understand that.
But yeah, so that happened, and nobody knew what to make of it. So I don't know how you felt about it or what you thought of it. I mean, to me, I was entertained. I was like, oh snap, this is the thing about Kodak. He's not afraid to be himself. Like all these other artists are trying to do something, and Kodak can be himself. He can be free. He's free to be himself. And I think a couple of days before the Valentine's Day singing, he went live, and he said something like, the difference between me and y'all is that y'all ain't gonna try me in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can do all this internet stuff, but in real life.
Yeah, because there was that picture floating around where somebody had like, well, he said it was fake, but it was like a red beam on him, like somebody was targeting him.
Yeah.
And so that's when he was like, okay, y'all can play on the internet with that, but. And then that's the same time when the security guard had bum rushed him out the club because they thought it was on him. So, but not Kodak, bro. Listen, bro. Like I said, it doesn't. He just hip hop moves differently when he's out. You know what I'm saying? Like
True.
it's just a different energy running around. Kodak is out, and whether it's good or bad, you waiting to see what he go what he gonna do next, bro. You like, all right,
Exactly.
what he gonna do next, bro? And it's just when you have that entertainment factor, when you have that, you can't teach that, bro. You can't teach that. You can't fake that, bro.
You
So
can't at all. Yeah, so that happened. You know, like we said, Kodak going through a range of Kodak isms throughout the week. After that, shortly after that, we see he was launching $100,000 scholarship in honor of the Parkland
yep, he was out there. He was out
shooting
there
victims.
talking and everything, giving
Yeah,
speech and everything.
yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So he's also giving back to his community.
Yeah.
Then we see him on Fat Joe podcast. He made it a point to show his, first of all, Kodak's jewelry is sick. Kodak, but he
big,
made
big
it
1800 block.
that big 1800 block. But then he showed off his ring, which looked like a championship ring. Fat Joe said, "Look, that's a he got a championship ring." It says Trump ties on the side of it.
See, it's stuff like that though, where it's like only certain people can get away with certain stuff, right? It reminds me of 50 Cent. 50 Cent has all these business ventures, all this type of stuff that he got his hands into. ABC, Showtime, Star. You know, he got hands in many different pockets.
Yeah.
Yet, he can get on the internet. He can say what he want to say. He can troll who he want to troll. And we all chalk it up to, hey, that's 50 Cent.
That's 50. That's 50.
Kodak is that. You know what I'm saying? It's like Trump ties, like for what? But at the same time, Kodak being Kodak, knowing if I rock this, y'all gonna talk about it. Y'all gonna talk about me. I'm willing to take this risk. I'm willing to say, all right, I'm willing to put this on and come what may, I'm gonna take it. And if you're willing to take that risk, you gonna make the shot eventually.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, the man just, and then it's just funny because he goes from, you know, serenading JT talking about Zendaya, and then he ends the week where he engaged.
Exactly. It's like he's on a kamikaze mission, and then he lands safely every week. Like you didn't crash, you just landed safely.
I made it this week.
Yeah, and just stay tuned on the next episode of Kodak Black.
Week, bro. Listen, man, the dude. I mean, it just is what it is, bro.
Bro, he got it. I don't know how much Kodak. I don't know how much Kodak Black weighs, but he has to be wearing at least 50 pounds of jewelry regularly. You see the size of those rings? His fingers never touch because his rings are so big.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Did you watch the Fat? I believe that Fat Joe podcast was his first like interview since he been home, right?
I think it was
because I don't remember him doing like Breakfast Club and nothing like that. But did you see that Fat Joe interview?
I think I skimmed through it. I ain't really like watched the whole thing. I ain't watch it.
Kodak is just an interesting dude, bro. It's interesting to hear Fat Joe try to talk to like the younger generation.
Yeah, especially a younger Southern dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially somebody that's like real Southern, and it's Fat Joe being just real East Coast, but Fat Joe gangster. So it's like Fat Joe on another level can relate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And them being a young dude, like if you do your homework and know who you talking to, like you like, okay, I gotta respect, you know, where he coming from because that's who he is. Who he is. So that's just the dope dynamic to see. Fat Joe do that. staying in the South, bro. Uh, did you see Tiny Desk last week? The Rick
Yeah,
Ross Tiny
yeah,
Desk.
I saw it. It was dope. It was real dope. Like I don't know how I felt about the dude singing.
He was
It was
getting killed
a
on the internet.
yeah, a couple of those tracks that he was singing on. I was like, nah, you ain't really hitting like the song, but it was what it was. It was a live performance, so you know the Tiny Desk. It was not at the Tiny Desk. It was they doing these uh shows from the crib at this point, which is I think it's kind of dope. 2 Chainz also had one that
He
he
was getting
did
a
in his
manicure while he was getting his done.
yeah, he did it in his he has like a salon or a
Yep.
nail shop or something
Yep.
in Atlanta.
hmm
So he did it in there. That was dope.
How you feel about Tiny Desk going like mainstream hip hop like that? I saw somebody say I saw somebody comment negatively on the internet about Tiny Desk now becoming more mainstream hip hop.
I feel like it was kind of forced. We in the middle of something that nobody's ever seen before. We a pandemic that is forcing us to, if we want to continue to do our thing, if they want to continue to do their thing, they kind of had to cross over to the mainstream side of things because they would be doing things like, just imagine if somebody that nobody knew was doing a Tiny Desk from their crib. Like, who's going to tune in for that? And that's just one of those things. I mean, and another thing, like we talk about the internet regularly, and somebody always gonna have something negative to say. They're never gonna what see the position that you're in, and that what makes you have to do something. You know what I'm saying? So kudos for everybody with an opinion. And
I think once again, um, like I always say, hip hop is the most influential thing in the world. And at some point, if your business wants to stay afloat, you gotta tap into hip hop. And especially a business that is visual and audio.
right,
Um, at some point you was gonna have to come into hip hop. Um, also with Tiny Desk being like having like that niche following, right?
mm-hmm.
They gotta do something different to bring an audience to them. And so the best way to do this is to make a splash. I'm gonna go get Rick Ross in his crib. I'm gonna go get 2 Chainz, who I know is gonna do something extravagant. Of course he did. He getting his toes done while he rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Trying to create moments, trying to bring people to it, trying to get people to listen, and it's working. So once again, hip hop being the catalyst of keeping people afloat. It was just a matter of time before Tiny Desk tapped into it. They had to.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was inevitable, had to be done. So that's that. Like I said, it was dope. I appreciated it. I appreciated both of them.
One thing that I did see coming out of that Tiny Desk was the conversation, because that Tiny Desk, the artists get to play, their favorite records. Really, that's how it go. But one of the conversations that I saw coming out of that was, is Rick Ross. Well, I saw that somebody say that Rick Ross is top 5 ever because of his discography.
Top 5 ever.
Yeah.
That's
If we top 5 ever because of his discography, um, his ear, people that he put on, his career, top 10.
Um, I mean, that's tough to say top 5.
I mean, say top
How you
5.
feel? Like, how you feel? Like, how you feel about Rick Ross being top 5 hip hop artists of all time?
If I look at his discography, bro, Port of Miami, Triller. If I just go down his discography, right? Now,
Yeah.
Port of Miami, I'm biased too. Because I remember where I was when that came out. I remember what I was doing when that came out. I remember what the city felt like.
Yeah, I remember what all the South Florida felt like. I
when
remember
when
all that.
when hustling dropped, when
Yeah,
it was
I
just like
remember going to hustling video shoot.
it was
And
it was a movement, it was a moment.
yeah,
So
that's everything was buzzing in there. Cool and Dre, Khaled, everything.
Justice League, everything. So to me, Port of Miami is a classic album. That's debatable because some people would say it didn't age well. Now that's because of the way it sounds. Like if you go back and listen to it now, he was on the come up. So
Yeah.
he
I mean,
spent
I've said that.
most of his money on production. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
then you got Triller. By the way, Port of Miami went platinum. Then you got Triller. He came back with Triller. Double back with Triller, which was a dope album.
Triller.
Then you had Deeper Than Rap.
That was probably one of my favorites.
Deeper Than Rap is top 3 to me. Top 3 Ross albums.
Yeah, I can ride with that.
Then you got Teflon Don.
Okay.
To me, out of those 4, you got 2 classics.
Port of Miami and Deeper Than Rap.
Deeper Than Rap.
Okay. Then what was next? Mastermind?
Then you got God Forgives I Don't, which is probably my personal favorite Ross album.
Is that the one that had
16 and Enough with Andre 3000.
Yeah. Okay.
3 Kings with Jay-Z and Dr. Dre.
Got you. All right.
Diced Pineapples. That was my favorite album. That was my favorite. That's my favorite. I saw the Port of Miami, which put him on. God Forgives I Don't was probably my favorite Ross album. But classic, I don't know if people call it a classic, so I won't go there. Then you got Mastermind, which was a dope album. Then you got Hood Billionaire, which was slept on. It was a different Ross. He was trying, still a dope album. Then he came back with Black Market.
Okay.
And then he doubled back a couple months later with actually 2 years later with Rather You Than Me. And then Port of Miami 2. To me, Ross got 1, 2. He got 2 classic albums. He got 1, 2, 3, 4 great albums. And then you can't forget Rich Forever. You can't forget Black Dollar. These is mixtapes that should have been albums. You know what I'm saying? Top 5. I don't know. I don't know if he's in my top 5.
That's what I'm saying. Like we talking top 5. We talking top 5. Are we talking top 5 dead or alive?
Yeah. DOA.
Okay, so we talking top 5 all
top 5
time.
DOA.
Top 5 all time. I can't put Ross in the top 5 all time.
So Ross is not in your top 5 all time. Okay, let me ask you this question: is anybody from the South in your top 5?
Yeah.
Who?
You already know who. 3 Stacks.
So 3 Stacks is in your top 5.
3 Stacks is definitely top 5.
Okay. And so is he the only one from the South in your top 5?
Is he the only one from the South? Let me think about this. Jay. got Big, got Pop, got Stacks. Maybe as far as me, my personal musical experience, I could round it out with Wayne.
Okay.
Being the fifth. So there would be two Southern artists in my top 5.
Okay, so you got Wayne.
I don't, the reason why I don't like, I know I don't even care. I was gonna say a lot of people would say, "Oh, you don't have Nas," and yeah, they're dope, but that's not my musical influence.
Yeah.
So nah, Nas is not in my top 5.
I mean, that's how I feel about Tupac.
Right. I mean, and that's understandable. A lot of people feel that way about Pac.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people might feel that way about Big.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people feel that way about Big because he only had, 2 albums.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Shout out to Ross though, man, for
Definitely. And where's the album?
Richer Than I Ever Been.
Richer Than I Ever Been. That sound like that. Just the name of it make you feel like it's gonna be
Richer
fire.
Than I Ever Been.
Richer Than I Ever Been. Like, do you understand what that means?
Come on, bro.
That means I was rich.
I was rich, but now I'm rich.
and I don't go backwards, so I'm just getting richer. So every day I'm gonna be richer than I ever been.
Yo, son.
That's wild, bro. Hey, like you said, shout out to Ross, bro.
Man,
shout out to Ross.
It's always time for a Ross album, but you know what though? I think he probably waiting for Khaled and Drake to come, and then he gonna dump his out because I know Khaled on the way, Drake on the way.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. Drake need to hurry up. But anyways, honestly, at this point, it ain't even about new Drake music. It ain't even about new Drake music. It's about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because like we keep talking about, it's like for some reason Drake is like the first domino, and then we get one or two of those months where it's just new dope music dropping every single week. You know what I'm saying? Dope singles dropping every week. You know, just that constant flow of just great music, and we just need that first domino to fall. And unfortunately, his name is usually Aubrey Graham.
Yeah, and plus he already had announced, so everybody just kind of like waiting, and then you see him on a State Farm commercial, so something coming. It's coming soon. That State Farm commercial ain't out for nothing.
Yeah, when you start seeing him more often,
he start popping out.
Putting hearts in his hair.
It's something on the way, bro. Like that ain't no accident.
All promo.
Yeah. So since we on Ross, and actually, I want to get into this because I had a thought, and I could just be overthinking, but let's talk about your boy.
My boy.
Your boy.
All right, let's talk about my boy. Is his name Sean Anderson? Because I don't.
Let's talk about your boy, your favorite rapper in MMG.
Oh, so we're finna talk about Wale again. All right, cool.
Your personal favorite rapper in MMG.
Wale. He rooting for everybody that's black, just like me. You know what I'm saying? We on the same team. We rooting for the same thing. Everybody that's black.
So let's talk about your real favorite, Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Meek Millie. Let's talk about your boy Meek. What's going on with your boy? What's up? What's up with your boy? Why is Meek Mill on the internet with 6ix9ine?
Let's talk about Meek's week. Okay. When did it start? When did this foolishness start?
It started Valentine's Day, bro.
Hey, first of all, I don't know if anybody's noticed this or not, but we very rarely mention 6ix9ine for our own personal reasons. It's just one of those things that we choose not to give our energy to. That we, like we talked about last week, we don't choose to give our energy to his foolishness. And honestly, I'm mad that Nipsey's not here anymore. You can take that however you want to take it and run with it however you want to run with it. I don't care. But anyways, Meek Mill and 6ix9ine in Miami. 6ix9ine apparently waited for him outside of a restaurant or something, or some crazy like that.
Restaurant, club, something.
And 6ix9ine ran up on this man with his phone out, recording him. Now, Meek came back the following day and says that 6ix9ine tried to set him up. He tried to set him up, tried to get him sent back to the big house. I don't know why, but I just feel like this isn't one-sided. I feel like they both are in on this. First of all, 6ix9ine ran up on you with a phone. I didn't see not one weapon in anybody's videos. But apparently, they've been beefing for a minute. They've been going back and forth. Meek been calling 6ix9ine a rat and blah, 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 blah. So they finally ran into each other and nobody got hurt. Nobody was injured. All we saw was a cell phone and a bunch of screaming. And then it went away. That was it. I don't know how you felt about it. That's what I gathered from it. It was internet stuff. That's all it was.
Bruh. What is Meek Mill doing with 6ix9ine? I got two things from this, bro. The first thing I got from this is Meek Mill is confused as to who he wants to be as he portrays to the public.
Mm-hmm.
When Meek Mill first jumped out of prison, out of jail, out of prison,
wherever he wasn't free.
The first thing that his energy when he jumped out was prison reform. I'm going to be the prison reform artist. This is my focus. This is how I need to be. I'm about promoting peace. I'm trying to unify the neighborhood. I'm trying to unify Philly. I'm about being peaceful. This is what Meek Mill portrayed to the public. Now we come down. Hey, he even pieced it up with Drake. I mean,
that's one of those things that's not really optional if you want to continue to have a successful career.
But still, he was on that peace rollout, and the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, what made everything sweet was when he pieced it up with Drake. And Drake brought him out on stage and they performed together. Oh, Meek is the new peaceful rapper, bringing everybody together. His music gonna be on some empowerment, some uplifting. This is who Meek is gonna be.
Yeah, they said his music. They ain't say his tweets.
His life.
He still trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
He dedicated his life. And now we come down the road a couple years later. Not even 2 years later. And Meek Mill is on the internet talking tough with Tekashi 6ix9ine. How you even get to that end of the spectrum is beyond me. Because Meek Mill and 6ix9ine are not even in the same conversation.
My bad. I want you to continue your thought, but I just don't want you to say his name again. Like, we're just gonna refer to him as him.
No, listen.
We're We're gonna refer to him
All,
as
all,
him.
all I know is Meek is confused as to who he wants to be as a person.
That's true. We can all see that though. But we've known that Meek has had issues with himself for a very long time.
Yeah, and it's just continued to play out in front of us.
Yeah.
And it's just that. The second thing I got from this is if Meek is confused as to who he is as a person, to me that means that he knows that his music is not up to par. In order to get your streams up, it has to be one of two things. It gotta be super dope track, or it gotta be some antics behind it that make people run to see it. So this whole weekend, Meek and 6ix9ine beefing on the internet, fighting on the internet, dropping videos on the internet with security around, but
got whack chiming in because he don't like Meek.
Whack 100, who's hip hop's Don King, right? Hyping it up. And then you got Meek Mill the very next day is in his car riding around with a diss to Tekashi 6ix9ine. So it's like, hold up, man. It's like, hold up. Is this what we doing? Like, Meek Mill is supposed to be one of the flagship artists on MMG. Supposed to be one of the hottest artists, one of the best artists in the game. At what point did Meek Mill's career turn to, I need the antics to sell my records? At what point did it turn to Meek Mill needs to stand next to Tekashi 6ix9ine to sell records? Because that's what he's doing. He's aligning himself with Tekashi to make streams. A couple weeks ago, he's on Clubhouse talking tough to academics. Like, on the internet. You trying to create these moments on the internet, but you're supposed to be this peaceful rapper, uplifted, upbuilding. I'm about peace. I'm about all this. Which one is it? And then the music. Where's the music? Like, it just feels like he don't feel like it's up to par. He gotta drop these antics. And then I'm. This is just me thinking. When the last time you saw Ross post anything about Meek Mill?
Why would he? The last time was probably when Championship dropped. But why would he? Why would he post anything that has to do with Meek?
Listen, man. At some point, Meek Mill has to just make a decision. All right, this is what I'm gonna do, and do that.
It's been what? It's been 10 years. It's been what, 9-10 years. Why would we expect? This is the same dude who got mad at his label mate because his label mate didn't
Wouldn't
tweet
post
his
his
album.
And then, so like, this is how I know his music is not up to par. Because when you have to resort to shock lyrics, something that's like, all right, bro, like, okay, you throwing this out here because everything else around it is whatever, it's foo-foo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the point of you even dropping a lyric like that about something like that about a man like that?
You know, when it comes to those lyrics, I get it. But I also feel like if it didn't hit so home, it didn't hit so close to the culture, then we wouldn't think anything of it. Like, we wouldn't. It would just be, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't hit so close to home, And like you said, he's at that point now where he has to resort to these shock lyrics. Like he has to get a reaction. And my thoughts after hearing the lyrics was, okay, he didn't have to say that. But at the same time, like I said, if he said anything else, if he said they calling me a cancer, and now like Alex Trebek, everything I do is in jeopardy, would the shock be the same?
Get you writing bars.
I got bars, bro. I got bars. I got bars. But anyways, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wouldn't be the same. Like, people would have just blew over it because, of course, we all know who Alex Trebek is. We know his issues. We know his cause of death, but nobody would have thought twice about it. But because he said what he said about Kobe Bryant, and honestly, that wound is still open for us. Now it's, why he's saying that? Oh, y'all need to cancel Meek. First of all, if we're gonna cancel Meek, we're gonna cancel him for the other crap. Like, but I mean, like I said, I get it, but I get it. Yeah, for fighting, having an argument with a clown outside of a restaurant. Yeah, that's something to ignore Meek about. But like I said, any other lyrics would have just been blown over and nobody would have thought anything of it. But I get it. It hits closer to the culture. So now we deal with this. But just like anything else, it'll go away in a couple of weeks. And then Meek will be on Twitter again saying stupid stuff.
Yeah, because that's what he do. I mean, that's his new thing now. You jump on the internet and try to create a moment.
Yeah. I don't know. You seem a bit upset about that.
Anyway, bro, because I'm just. I mean, like, you supposed to be
you sound like a big brother that's disappointed, and it's like, man, you embarrassing us, bro.
Because Meek Mill is supposed to be on a certain level, supposed to be on a certain tier. He's supposed to be there with Wale, with the Drakes and the J. Cole's, and he's in that class. He's in that class, like that like draft class. You know what I'm saying? Like that era. He's in that era. You know what I'm saying? And none of them, you don't see none of them. You don't see none of them going back and forth with Tekashi on the internet. The only ones you see going back and forth with Tekashi on the internet are the ones that act like that want that attention. The game.
Yeah, because they see him getting too much attention, or they feel like, oh, he's a rat, he shouldn't be out.
Like the game. The game is the only one you see. Everybody know the game's a clown. You know what I'm saying? He act like one on the internet. He's a clout chaser. The game is a clout chaser.
Oh, well, he's been that before the Twitters and all of that. He's always been that. His lyrics just clout chasing. Yeah.
So you know that's him. So it's like it is what it is. But Meek Mill, especially coming off of I'm home now, and this is my new energy. This is what I want to be about. This is what my new focus is. And a couple months later, now you're talking greasy again on the internet. It's like, hold up, like to this dude. Yeah. It's like, bro, like it's a certain era of hip hop that don't even address that. Like we don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like that's for the new generation. That's them. Like that's them.
You let Quando Rondo and them.
Yeah, like that's them. Shoot, man, like, but I mean, when you're trying to stay relevant on the internet, you're chasing this game, and you see them young boys is running the internet, you trying to align yourself with them, so you resorting to their tactics. Like, I was just thinking to myself, that he was quiet, like dude quiet, and either the music ain't good or he laying low because the money drying up and security ain't around. And then lo and behold, he jump back out. He right back to where he need to be. You know what I'm saying? He would just wait for his moment. He was just plotting. Whatever. Wait for his moment. Trying to align himself with, trying to find an artist that was desperate enough to align themselves with him. And Meek Mill, he found Meek Mill desperate enough.
And Meek took the bait. You already know what's up. This man jumped out with a phone. with his camera on. Like,
You seen the phone and you still trying to go with it. Dog, I'm walking straight to my car. I'm not even, let security handle that. Like, don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Either that or you gonna square up right away. Like, it's not even gonna be no talking. You just gonna swing.
yeah, whatever. Anyways, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of talking about that. Let's move on. I can't believe we just spent so much time talking about Meek Mill and Tekashi. News that Bobby Shmruda might be coming home this week. Now, that's the first and last that I saw or heard of it.
Roddy Rebel said something about it.
Yeah, Roddy Rebel. I guess he tweeted something.
Says he'll be home in 6 days.
6 days.
That was probably about 3 days ago.
I think that was yesterday.
Was it? Dang, time moving slow.
Yeah, but how you think? I mean, if this is true, if he coming home in 6 days, how do you think things will be as far as like him, how do you think he's going to impact the game? Like we've already talked about a wide range of artists who have come back and they had to either figure out a new way to impact the game, or just they can be like Kodak and just be themselves. How you think Shmruda gonna adjust to the way things have changed since he's been behind the wall?
I think it's gonna be interesting when Bobby Shmruda jump out, bro. A couple things. Why the timing of Roddy Rebel saying this is interesting. He said this on the weekend that was the 1-year anniversary of Pop Smoke dying, right? So the energy is with that. Everybody's remembering Pop Smoke, and the three of them was supposed to be like Pop Smoke was supposed to be holding it down until they jumped out, and they was all supposed to be running together and just running that whole Brooklyn drill scene and going mainstream with it. They was all supposed to be together. And so with this being the 1-year anniversary of Pop Smoke dying and Bobby possibly jumping out, if he does jump out soon like that, I think the energy is going to be crazy because of where everybody's mind is right now. Everybody's thinking about Pop Smoke. So the energy going to be, yo, Bobby's home. Let's get it. He's here. Now, if he comes home, let's say in the fall or something like that, I think it'll be a little bit more quieter. And I think it'll be more of a wait to see what he's going to do. Kodak is just a loud personality. Like Bobby wasn't around long enough for us to know his personality.
Right.
Kodak was, you know what I'm saying? Like we know Kodak a wild boy, so when he jumped out, we expected wild things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know what to expect from Bobby when he jumped out. I mean, what was his person? What was he like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
we don't know what to expect. So it's kind of like, all right, when he jump out, but at the same time, I hope the game respects him. I hope we give him his flowers. I hope we embrace him, and I hope we allow him to come back in and live a life that he's supposed to live. That he earned.
Yeah. I mean, I hope that he get that. I hope he get that too. I hope, just like everybody else, when he hop out, you need to be standing out there with the Lambo.
Yeah, picking him up in the Maybach with a stack and lacing him up and all that. Yeah, he need all that.
Bag full of money.
Yep.
Put his diamonds back on him and everything.
Yep. He need all that. Yep. He need all that. So hopefully that news is true, man. He
yeah, hope so.
And he getting out soon.
Did you see that? I know you probably saw it. I mean, of course you saw it. The new versus post.
Yes. Yeah.
First of all, I think it's dope. I'm gonna start with the venue.
The Apollo Theater.
The Apollo Theater. That place, I think everybody
legendary, bro.
Yeah, that's a legendary place, and it just everybody remembers watching Showtime at the Apollo coming up, and that was like when when things were felt so much better, like TV. There was family TV and everything at that time. You know what I'm saying? Family could sit around and watch Showtime at the Apollo. Now you got crap like The Voice and stuff like that, which is cool, but it ain't Showtime at the Apollo. It ain't got the same, you know what I'm saying, the same connection, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's had that family moment where, you just got people, cousins, uncles coming up singing their favorite song that they like to sing, and you know what I'm saying, just stuff like that. And so that's one of the things that first hit me is the venue, the Apollo Theater, which is, like you said, is legendary. But then when I saw it's gonna be D'Angelo, and we still don't know who the other person is, right?
No, it's D'Angelo versus Friends.
Okay. I don't even know what that means. Like, what
that's
is
why
that
that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know, like, because I don't know, like, who the friends, who's gonna show up, like who and how, what and how what, like, I don't know. That's why my whole thing has been like, okay, we'll see, because I don't know, like, what does that mean? Like, the only person we want to see is D'Angelo versus Maxwell. That's all we want. We don't want nothing else. So the fact that it's not Maxwell, the fact that it's Friends, lets me know that Maxwell is not showing up. So we not getting D'Angelo versus Maxwell. And we probably gonna get D'Angelo versus a lot of one-hit wonders. They gonna just come out and start singing a song together. It might just be D'Angelo doing his song. It might be a D'Angelo concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, D'Angelo doing his songs, and then whatever songs that he wrote are the Friends. They come out performing the songs that he wrote. Bro, ain't no telling what this is gonna be, dog. And then, but that's me being pessimistic. If I'm being optimistic,
I was waiting for that, because I'm like, man, this man ain't got nothing good to say about this.
But if I'm being optimistic, to me, this might be the evolution of Versus. Because remember, when Versus first came out, they said that it was supposed to be like a live thing. It was supposed to be like a live venue thing, and we never got this. We never got a chance to see it. Like, we never got to see it. So this is the first time we're gonna see like a live type Versus. So maybe this is the next step to when Outside opens again. This is how Versus is gonna move. Like, this is how it's gonna be. It's gonna be more of a concert than a battle. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what this is. Whereas, yes, D'Angelo, but all his songs, the features, they gonna come out and do the features together. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's what this is. That's the next, And then they come out, and let's say it's a D'Angelo, featuring Erykah Badu. And then Erykah Badu do like a little 10-minute set or whatever, her songs, and they rocking together, do their thing, and it could be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the next stage of what Versus is.
All right. I would prefer to go along with your optimistic. I'm gonna go optimistic wise today, because pessimistic wise, for one, hasn't really been let down by Swizz and Tim yet.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
And so that's why we're gonna put pessimistic wise back in the corner, and we're gonna rock with optimistic wise, because we are expecting the best, because that's what we've grown accustomed to. We're spoiled right now, so they know that they can't flop on nothing. And I can't lie, ever since I seen that, I've been listening to Brown Sugar, and I still find that to be one of the crazy thing about that album is I don't know why. I don't
Listen. All I want is Maxwell versus D'Angelo.
Okay, well, you probably won't get that, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay, bro. It'll be okay. But yeah. Speaking about Brown Sugar and that album, bro, my brother put me onto a lot of music. We spent a lot of time just driving around in his car, me with the CD book in my lap, and just switching CDs. Like, it was a weekly event. We would take off for like 6 hours, go to the mall. Like, we just do random stuff. Just you know what I'm saying? And for some reason, the range of music that we like. Okay, so like if he was going to see one of his girlfriends, we'd pop in D'Angelo or whatever. He also had a bunch of tapes. Like, he had tapes and CDs. Sometimes he had the tape and the CD of the same project, which I mean, whatever. I guess it was a transition point. We was transitioning at that time. But yeah. So I forgot that D'Angelo did a version of Cruising.
Yeah, what?
I forgot until I went back and listened to it.
That's probably the best version of Cruising.
I don't know. I can't replace Smokey, but when I heard it, because that song has been stuck in my head for weeks. I think it's because I keep seeing this commercial that comes on TV, and it's like these people driving this moon vehicle on the moon, and it's playing that song, and the song was stuck in my head. And then when I saw the D'Angelo joint, the versus thing, and then I went back and looked at the album, and I was like, oh snap, there you go. But yeah, D'Angelo version is dope. I mean, but I still like Smokey better. But anyways, yeah, that's just my little rant about riding around with my brother, listening to music for hours every weekend.
Listen, man, it's gonna be interesting to see. Hopefully, it's dope. Hopefully, I mean, like you said, Tim and Swiss haven't let us down, so they get the benefit of the doubt, and we get they built equity, so now we get to see what it is that they're going to do. Where are they going to take versus? Where is it going to go next? So it's dope to see. It's dope to see D'Angelo perform though. Like, that's a dope thing we get. We get to see D'Angelo on the stage perform. So that's the good thing, man. So hopefully it's dope. Shout out to D'Angelo versus Swizzy Timbo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The coach needed, man. And outside about to open back up, so ain't no telling what's gonna happen.
No telling. We might be getting a new D'Angelo project too. His last project was like 3 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It was what was it? D'Angelo, something in the Vanguard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a dope album too, bro.
Yeah, it was.
That was a real dope album. I think about it. That was a dope album. The last Maxwell album was dope too.
It was.
So, but we're not gonna get that. So,
this guy.
So, speaking of verses, the culture got a real big clash. One that I was hyped for real, because the last time these two met, Naomi won. And if I know Serena like I know Serena, she ain't forget. And so I was hyped about this match, Serena versus Naomi again, semifinals, to get to the finals. Serena lost. Naomi won.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's just cool. Serena's still the GOAT, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
And to me, Serena getting to the semifinals, one game away from the finals, is impressive enough. That still lets me know she got a lot left in the tank, so she can go and come as she please on her own terms. If she wants to stay, she can stay. If she wants to go, she can go. But she looked like she was still gonna come back in, because she don't want to go out with Naomi just taking her down like that twice. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Not that competitive nature in her. But Naomi rising up the ranks. Just making her own story right now, blazing the path. Putting her feet in the footprints that Serena, you know, put before her. And fitting them well, bro. She's doing her thing right now.
Yeah. To me, it's like a it's kind of like a passing of the torch. Like, you know, Serena did a thing, held it down for us in tennis for a very long time. It's been what, 22 years?
Yeah, She grew up in front of us, bro.
Yeah.
Serena jumped on the screen with beads in her hair and braids, bro.
Yeah.
A little teenager, you know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of like, you know, it's not saying that she's just gonna disappear or fade away, you know what I'm saying? But the Naomi Osaka is just she, you know, just
She just her
Serena
time,
just
bro.
passed. Yeah, it's her time.
It's her
Serena
time.
just passing the torch. Then, you know, who better?
Who better,
to,
bro? Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? At least it ain't something like in the NBA where we just refusing to let LeBron pass the torch. They refuse to let LeBron pass the torch.
Yeah.
LeBron told y'all straight up,
I don't want to be the best player.
All-Star game.
Yeah, I don't
I ain't
want to
with
be
this
the best
All-Star
player.
game stuff. And you gonna make him a captain. Now he got to pick a team to run with, and he don't even want to be there.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man. It's a. How you felt about the All-Star? Well, first of all, I don't know if you want to talk basketball because, you know, I don't know. You know,
I'm always ready to talk basketball if that's what you want to do.
oh, okay. You sure? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
I'm not sure if
No,
basketball
I'm
your
sure.
thing this season.
I'm sure.
Okay. I know this season. I know this season's kind of, you know. So
I said I'm sure.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yes.
You know.
I said I'm sure. So do you want to talk basketball or not?
Hey, so who did you feel? Did you feel that anybody got snubbed? Did you feel anybody?
Okay. So right now we got the starters.
So the starters we got King James, of course. We got KD, Kyrie, Bradley Beal, Giannis, Joel, Steph, Luka, Kawhi, and Joker.
Do you feel anybody got snubbed?
As a
How
starter,
many games? We're like 28 to 30 games. 20.
Yeah, it's kind of
26 to
weird
30.
this year because it's not a full half season. But I think it's a good list. I think it's a good list.
But you see how we are not allowing new faces, new talent to
shine through. I mean,
except Luka.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. Somebody did get snubbed. I would not have put Luka in on this. I would have put Devin Booker on this. Devin Booker deserves to be a starter.
I agree with that because that boy.
The boy is hooping. He's been hooping for the past couple of years, and now that he has a teammate, CP3, who's been through the war, even though he's come up short every time and choked every time or been injured every time, he's still been through the war and have attempted to get there. And so that type of experience and leadership is helping Devin game get better. I think Devin Booker should be on this list for sure.
You're right.
I think the NBA. He's a young boy. Like he's Steph Curry with a better inside game. You know what I'm saying? So he's he is what Steph Curry has brought to the league. So you need to be showcasing that. Like that need to be on display. So
hey man,
it's the NBA though. But I mean,
it is what it is.
Other than that,
everything looks about normal.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
I mean, Jason Tatum ain't doing nothing this year. Jaylen Brown definitely ain't doing nothing this year.
Mm-hmm.
Kimba definitely don't deserve to be on there.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, it's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
gotta agree with you for the same reason that Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo don't belong on there, and we know Tyler Hero is just dumpster juice. So Goran Dragic, what is he like? He trying to be like the 12th man of the year? What is he doing? Where are the Miami Heat ranked right now in the East? Like 9, 10. Are the Knicks ranked higher than y'all?
Huh?
Are the New York Knicks ranked higher than the Miami Heat? I need to know.
Right high to Miami Heat.
Yes. The New York Knicks.
In
the standings.
Sir,
Let me guess. My microphone's breaking up all of a sudden. This is a pretty expensive microphone. If it's breaking up, let me know. I need to send it back. Okay. Hey, while y'all struggling with Atlanta to figure out who's gonna make it in the playoffs, you over there talking about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They can rest.
No, they
Anyways,
can't.
Hey, listen,
we got to,
I can admit,
we got to the final. We know how to get there. Y'all don't. Remember
listen,
that.
I can
we
admit
know how to
that
get there.
I
Y'all
can admit
don't.
that we're not playing well right now. We're up and down. It's not working. Something's not working. But for us to be
Y'all
losing,
stay with that. Y'all stay with that formula too long, and I got it ain't ringing in the locker room no more.
all right. So I don't know. So listen, figure out what's wrong with Miami because they're ranked lower than us.
Listen, the only thing wrong with us is injuries, bro. COVID done ran through us. That's it. We
Okay,
have not been healthy all season. That's it.
Y'all
have been together.
Our top scorer was out for like 2 weeks, and we had plethora of injuries. Yeah. Let's move on. Hey, we got a lot of new music that came out this week. A lot of new music.
Yes,
anything
man.
that you've been tapped into?
Well, of course, my favorite hip hop group, Earth Gang, is on the way. They got a new album, Ghetto Gods, that will be dropping very soon. They did an interview on the Breakfast Club recently that was super dope. That
I heard about that.
yeah, it was a real dope interview they just did. And so just to see them boys grow the evolution, I've been following them for a minute. So just to see the evolution and see where they at now. They are on their way. You know what I'm saying? They got a dope album coming. I can't wait to hear that. I'm still jamming Mirrorland like it just came out. So, right. And that interview was real good. That's one of Charlamagne's best interviews. He was real comfortable, and it was dope to see them have a different dialogue with Charlamagne because they're from the South and he's from the South. So to see that it was dope. And he asked a lot of questions. He asked the questions, how y'all feel about being called two Andres and no Big Boy. And, they gave their response about, Big Boy is just as important. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I did like that they did, which was real subtle, but I forget how DJ Envy asked him, but he asked him something about, how do you feel about, your influences growing up in the South and growing up in Atlanta, and Atlanta having all these different sounds, did you kind of hear them all? And their response was real dope. It was like, listen, even though we might not have liked everything, we heard everything. You know what I'm saying? We're from Atlanta. You can't help but hear it. If you with your uncle, he listening to something else. If you with your aunt, she listening to something else. If you with your mom, he listening to something else. If you with your big cuz, he listening. Like, you hear everything. And so he was like, the influence is all over. We influenced by Organized Noise, by Outkast, by Gucci Man, by T.I., by G. They said that. They said we heard all of it. And it just made me think about when Young Thug told T.I., I never heard Outkast. And because the way that they answered the question was like a rebuttal to that.
Okay.
Like they kind of did it respectfully, but it was like you could tell that they heard that and they wanted to clear the air. Like, nah, if you're in Atlanta, you heard all that. Like, you heard Outkast. They was there. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope to hear that. And my favorite thing was, I don't know if you know, but like they had tweeted a couple weeks ago. They was like, "Hey, we dropping the same day as Cole." Like they did that. The internet went crazy. They was like, "Oh, like so that means J. Cole is coming because Earth can't get ready to drop." So I think it was Charlamagne that might have asked him. He was like, "Hey, so are y'all still dropping the same day as Cole and whatever?" And they started laughing. They was like, "Hey man, there's nothing but a marketing employee, bro. Like it didn't work." They was like, "We don't know when Cole coming, bro." Like, You know what I'm saying? But it was like, yo, it made it to the point where the Breakfast Club had to ask us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so obviously it worked. But just to hear that story, them boys went to college, bro. They went to Hampton, so like to hear that and hear their story, bro. Like them boys are dope, bro. So
Yeah, they've been dope. Like me, like every time I hear them, like I've never been disappointed by anything. Like I got one of their recent singles that came out a few months ago. I think it's called Powered Up or something. They got like the Nintendo cartridge as the
yeah.
I like that. That's a real energetic song. Like you got to be like in the mood for it, but it's definitely on my playlist. So yeah, they dope. They dope. I love them. Anything else? Any other new music that you've been tapped into?
Yeah, bro. So besides that, Passport Gift and Parks. They dropped the album called No Hard Feelings 3, which is a real dope album because Passport Gift can rap. And so that's a real dope album that just came out. No Hard Feelings 3. Lil Yak and Lil Yachty dropped the banger. Hit About It. Well, Lil Yak dropped the banger called Hit About It. That track, listen, man. It's hard to get on a track with Kodak, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to get on a track with Kodak because if he gets on a track, he knows he picks his tracks real well. And if he's jumping on that beat, it's because he know it, he feel it, and he coming with it. And he just it did more for Lil Yachty than it did for Yak. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Lil Yachty, shout out to Lil Yak, Hit About It. That's out right now. Ro dropped a new track, Playground.
Yeah, Playground. Yeah,
that's playing right now. That's the video right there.
Visual,
yeah. Shout out to Ro dropping that. Produced by my dog Jaffe. Jaffe go crazy.
Yeah.
That's my dog, the legend Jaffe. He produced that. Playground is out on all DSPs. Shout out to Rebel. Shout out to Dollars and Deals. My dog from Day 12, Lynn, he dropping an album that's coming out soon. He just announced that. He just finished up recording. He has a real dope voice. So I'm real hyped to hear what he got coming out soon. And he from the crib too. He from Dade. So that's what I've been tapped into this week, bro. What about you?
I got into that Tory Lanez and Chris Brown Feels. You already know. You already know Breezy gonna bring it. So he, you know what I'm saying? They did their thing on that. They both floated real. It's real nice, a real dope track. The remix to Go Crazy, Chris Brown, once again, Young Thug. They got Lil Durk on there. They got Future on there. And they got Big Lotto on there.
Big Lotto.
She went stupid. Dirk went stupid on there. Like, they, you know, it's one of the, sometimes you hear a remix and you'd be like, yeah, we would have been cool without that.
Yeah.
But hearing this one, it's like,
necessary.
Bro. Yeah, I needed that. We needed that. So yeah, I've been listening to that. I had that on repeat. Also, of course, like you said, Ro, Playground. I saw and scrolling through my new releases for today, I saw Jim Jones dropped a new album called The Fraud Department. I'm probably gonna get into that. I like Jones. I've always liked Jones. So that's something I'm planning on getting into. I did go back and listen to Shiesty Season. And I understand the hype. I get it. And my only thing now is like, who are the other contenders for Rookie of the Year so far for 2021? Because I see why he gets the hype, because he's everywhere, first of all, and he got it. He just got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something about him that makes him, you know what I'm saying, outside of just the way he can float on a beat. You know what I'm saying? There's something. He got
He got
something
it.
else.
Yeah, he got that. He got that. He got that. It's you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Something
But yeah,
about him.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
but
So
he from that. He from that. Like Memphis, brother. It's something over there. Them boys got something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But maybe 42 Doug maybe got a chance to be rookie of the year. I mean, maybe in the conversation. Maybe Rod Wave might be in the conversation.
Mm.
Yeah, that might be the three that might be. And 42 Doug standing right next to Lil Baby, so that's helping his stature. But Pooh Shiesty doing it, you know, he got the cosign from Gucci, but he been running ever since on his own. So, you know.
That boy, what's his name? Moray. He making some noise. I know you know what I'm talking about. From a jet stand tall, look at the quick stand, like a kickstand. Something
Oh,
on the
from North
quickstand.
Carolina?
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. He
Yeah.
making noise.
Yeah.
I heard it that single finally cracked top 100.
Yeah. Yeah, he
So
dope. That's a dope song too.
yeah,
Hopefully he got more heat into it.
yeah. He got a lot of energy for a big dude
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
so, but other than that, I saw Kevin Gates dropped. You know, I I don't know how I feel about that, and I saw Young Buck drop album Vaccine, but you know, I don't think nobody gonna listen to that. I mean, somebody's gonna have to tell me like, "Yo, you really got to listen to this new Young Buck," for me to be like, "Oh yeah, for real," like, because I'm not. That's not a link I'm gonna click on and be like, "Yeah, I got to check out this new Young Buck," because it's been a while since I heard Buck. No, I feel like the only person that would listen to that is 50, just so he can see if Buck use some song that he'll owe him money for using. Like, oh, Buck, you owe me for this one, like, because we know 50 petty.
Yeah.
But anyways, other than that, I think that's about it, boy.
Yeah, man. That's dope. Um, Trying to figure out if we're missing anything this week. Oh, did you check out Judas and the Black Messiah yet?
The actual film, no, I haven't.
Check that. We talked about the soundtrack last week though.
Yeah, we
But
talked about the soundtrack.
yeah, talked about the film coming out. It was just interesting to see at the end of that. They put the footage of the documentary of William O'Neill, and to see that and to hear him. I meant to go back and I saw actually it popped up on YouTube. The that 1990 interview he did. So I'm gonna go back and watch that. But just hearing that, how like I think right after it aired, he killed himself. Because it was like he did the interview. It might have been like ABC or something like that. But he did the interview. It aired. He did something and then he killed himself. But it was a lot. That movie was crazy. But I just saw like it's a wave of documentaries coming. Got the big documentary coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Yeah. I saw Hulu got Billie Holiday movie coming out. I think it's next Friday. That looks super dope. And you know, if you know anything about Billie Holiday's like history, especially with like black music, she is an important voice. You know what I'm saying? And her music like sparked a lot of movements. And when she was like one of the few women who the government was like, all right, we gotta get rid of her, cause her lyrics was too powerful. She was getting too she was getting too popular.
Yeah.
And they didn't like that. So
There's also a what is it? There's an Aretha Franklin. It's not a documentary. I guess it'll be like a biopic or something. coming out. And the crazy thing is that I saw this on Nat Geo, National Geographic. And I think it's also gonna be on Hulu though. But Aretha Franklin, it's called Genius. I know that piqued my interest, so I'm definitely gonna be tuning in for that one. Other than that, yeah, we got the big documentary coming out. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, man. It's some dope content coming out. I saw that Dave Chappelle got his show back on Netflix, which is super dope. And I think,
we mentioned that last week.
Yeah, but we didn't mention. I think he's gonna do like original stuff, like an original show. Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, I think he's doing like an original. I think he's bringing original stuff to Netflix along with that. I also saw. Shout out to Danny Glover, bro. I saw that he just flipped Amazon for like an overall deal. It was like 8 figures, but like he get to bring a bunch of shows over. He's gonna co-produce a bunch of shows with Netflix. With Amazon. He got a new series that's about to drop. He got that Mr. and Miss Smith TV series that's coming. That's gonna be on Amazon too. And then on top of that, he also got Atlanta on FX, and they shooting season 3 right now, but they already ordered season 4 and 5. And they said that at the same time that he's shooting season 3, he already shooting season 4. Like, bro, just working, bro. He working. So shout out to him, doing his thing, man. I saw that was real inspirational. But other than that, man, it looks like that might be a wrap for this week, my boy. Any last words?
Any last words? Yeah. Just shout out to everybody who continue to support us. Everybody who continues to follow, like, share, subscribe. Everybody who's assisting us in this.
Subscribe, share, comment, all that. YouTube.
You can follow us on Instagram at Everything's Legit Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at _King Pitt.
Follow me on Instagram at B_RealWise.
YouTube, Everything's Legit Podcast.
IG,
what else we got?
Legit Podcast. All that, man. Shout out to everybody that's already tuned in, like you said. Another dope episode. And you can find the audio on SoundCloud, and you can find the visual on YouTube. We'll be on both places, man.
Yes, sir.
So shout out to everybody that be tapping in with us, man, each and every week, man. Dope episode in the books, my boy.
Yeah. He's wise. I'm Pitt. Yeah. This is Everything's Legit.
Come on, man.
Let's go. I got bars.
This guy over here is still rapping, man. We gonna check y'all.
Hey, what it is, it's the Fortune Teller Classic, and you tuned in to Everything's Legit, for that legitimate shit only, with my player partners, Wise and Pitt on Rebels Radio. Tap in, nigga.
Like, what you got? I was just sitting back not rapping, nigga. You think niggas ain't get better? Like, what you think? I want me a meal to see just how it feel. Ain't worried about no bills, negotiating deals.
Find me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, everything legit.
I want me a meal to see just how it feel. Ain't worried about no bills, negotiating deals.
Find me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, everything legit.
Hey, I'm about biz, money where my mouth is, spliffy where my mouth is, smelling like ounces, but